Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is your host, Jesse, aka Jeezy, aka whatever you want to call me. This is Up Next Podcast, and we have our next guest with us. Today is March 23rd, 2024, and our next guest, Miss Jasmine. Miss Jasmine, you want to say hello to the audience and introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Jasmine. That's it. This is my first podcast. So, I mean, you tell me what to say, and I will say.
This is my first video slash phone call conference. Usually my guests have their own little video conference, but whatever. Anyways, I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, you're busting my balls.
We were just talking before we hit the record button, getting some small talk. Jasmine is an old high school friend, and we were just telling the intro story of old friends. I think you were going to share with us how did we get to know each other back then?
You sound, I can't get over how grown up you sound. It's hilarious.
Hilarious? Well, it's been, 2 decades since we've probably had a conversation?
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I went to Catholic school for a long time, and in my senior year, I went to Moreno Valley High School.
Which Catholic school? I didn't even know there was one.
Everywhere. I went to St. Catherine's of Alexandria, and then I went to Notre Dame.
Really?
And then I got kicked out for. I didn't get kicked out. I left, and then I was like, yeah, time of my life. And then I remember you because you were the teacher's assistant when I was a senior taking general science, and everybody was like a freshman. I'm not dumb. Okay. I had to take the class, and I used to ditch a lot. But anyways, you asked me, oh, all of a sudden you dated my cousin. Well, it was lunchtime, and I was outside hanging out, eating my salad, and then all of a sudden your cousin wouldn't stop staring at me. Literally just standing there, just staring at me he was near the...
Did he at least smile, or was he doing this creepy stare from the corner?
No, he creeped me out first, and then he just would smile and just look and look and look.
At least he smiled. When guys are looking and not smiling, that's when he gets to creep mode.
I'm only 16. So I walk up to him, and I'm like, what are you looking at? And he's like, you. And then I just went from there. And remember, he worked at Carl's Jr.?
Yes. I actually worked at Carl's Jr. too after no, it was actually, I think, during high school. Well, I don't know. It was kind of my senior year / already out of high school type time.
I talked to your cousin a few years ago.
You what?
Yeah, I talked to your cousin a few. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was in Texas. Now he's in Arizona, and I don't know. I think he's moving back to Texas, so he's kind of just back and forth.
Yeah, I guess he was. Well, I'm not trying to put his business out there, but it wasn't last year.
Let's keep his business. Yeah, but he was out here in December, and he actually came to visit. It was just it was actually a nice treat because before that, we probably hadn't seen him in maybe 2-3 years. So he was in Texas for a while, so it was kind of a nice surprise when he came here for Christmas.
God, he probably hates me. I mean, probably not, but I broke his heart. I broke it. I mean, really? Literally, It's a little. Have you ever seen? That Simpsons episode where you can literally rewind and see his heart coming?
Yeah. Well, how did you manage that, if you don't mind me asking? Well, let's move on. Let's talk about you instead.
It's funny. He'll laugh about it. This is a long time ago. Okay.
Okay.
And I remember, this is why I have bad karma and I'm single. So, he made a rose for me out of paper with a poem in there, and basically asking me to be his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told him, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm getting back with my ex-boyfriend. He goes, well, I made you a paper rose, but I thought you'd like this one better. And then he gives me like roses, and I'm like, and then he just walks away. I'm like, oh man.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
And who was this ex-boyfriend of yours? I mean, was he a serious boyfriend, or was he just one of those, like,
no, I was with him for like 4 years.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, he was a good guy.
Wow.
He was older. Yeah.
So what happened to you after high school, by the way?
Let's see. I
Where
partied like a rock star. I was like 20 years old. I moved to Alhambra and then made a life out here. And then I got a city job in LA. And then I got into transportation and I worked for LADOT.
Well, I feel like we're missing a few chapters. I mean, this is all right out of high school. You just moved to another city and just started that job.
Yeah.
There's got to be some in-between stuff. Like
no, you would think, right? I'm literally still frozen in time. All that time I was with this guy for 9 years. And, like, it was just a regular, like, that was it. It was just, like, work, home, work, home, work, home, party, work, home, party.
9 years,
So it's like, yeah.
Okay.
Then my mom passed away when I was 30. That's cute. Just kidding. It's okay. And then I got with this really, really handsome guy, and boom, we got pregnant, and then now we're getting a divorce.
Well, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I'm happy.
I know.
And this is the best. Honestly, like, you know how some people peak when they're younger, and then when they're older, they're all bored? Well, I'm living life now, and I'm so fucking excited.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
you should be living life every day, but no, I mean,
you know what I mean, like living the life, you know,
yeah,
like.
No, I get you, totally get you, because sometimes relationships do get to be very stale or routine or toxic, however you want to describe it. And I know sometimes that's the best way, I guess, if things get too toxic, you know, there is no solution. I get it, you know, you have to kind of part ways, and you have to, you know, find your happiness, because you have to create your happiness, you know?
I'm not even looking for that. Like, honestly, I'm just like, you know how people always have
you're defining happiness as a relationship, because you're saying looking for that. You just need to find happiness, period.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having the best time of my life right now. Like, seriously. Yeah. I don't need a relationship to be happy. So it's kind of like, if it comes along, you know, of course, I'm not going to, you know, like.
Yeah, don't force things. Things have to come off genuine and fluid and natural. Yeah, you can't force things.
But these guys at my age, like, for some reason, like, I actually I went on a dating site, and I swear I put one picture up, and all they want is one thing. And they're like, oh,
have sex.
I'm horny. I'm like, then, okay. I have them blocked them.
If you're looking for a relationship, dating sites probably aren't the best.
I got off. I signed up. I was like, I didn't pay or
anything. If you're looking for a random hookup, yeah, dating sites are for you. But if you're looking for something meaningful, I would honestly suggest
go to church. Got it.
Not even church, because I've met some pretty disgusting people at church. FYI. No, you just got to have, like, you know, someone recommend somebody is always a nice thing. You just meet someone genuinely, like at a market or, what do you call it, those little festival type trader fucking
But
markets.
what's up with men, Jesse? I keep cutting you off, but what the hell's up with you guys? Like,
why can't you know what's up with men is the same thing that's what's up with women. It's a fucking cycle. Here, let me back up for a second. Let me back up. Let me finish the sentence. Wait. No. I know you're going to bash on guys, and that's great.
No, I'm not. I swear. Let me
No. Let's just say one thing. Let me say one thing first.
Go ahead.
Okay. Every asshole's created by a bitch, and every bitch is created by an asshole, and there's your fucking cycle.
Oh, I heard that on TikTok, yeah. Flowers don't run after bees. Bees run after flowers. Sorry. Okay, listen. I'm not trying to bash. I'm not trying to bash on dudes at all. Okay, it has nothing to do with an asshole or a bitch.
That's the temperature of the room. I keep hearing from everyone that if you heard, I don't know if you probably haven't even heard the rest of my show, but if you heard one episode or two, maybe you probably might have heard. That's kind of the temperature of the room lately. No.
But wait. Let me just say it.
Go ahead.
So. It has nothing to do with men. I mean, there are all types of different people. It's not so much men, right? I mean, it could be a man or a woman. Like, there's dickheads, that's a woman, and then there's, like, really nice people. That's not what I'm saying. For me, it's like, I guess maybe it's just me. I don't understand why men don't approach women. Now, I understand. My cousin told me, because I asked him, and my cousin said, oh, it's because it could be intimidating, or it could be just like they've done it before, and like the women are just assholes, or they're like conceited, or whatever. But like, not all women are like that. I'm not. You come up to me.
Here's what I mean. Because what do women always say all the time? Like, God, I'm just trying to pump gas. I'm just trying to go to the groceries. I'm just, I don't need to be hit on.
But not all women are. I mean, you don't literally have to get on me like, damn. Like,
that ruins it for everyone. So it just, it's like sometimes you just go somewhere, you want to say something nice, but sometimes you might come off as a creep.
Well, those are chances you're gonna need to take, bro.
Well,
especially if you're trying to like meet someone, or like
maybe
trying
that's
to.
The thing, they're not trying to meet someone.
Well, if you're freaking staring at me. I always have to be the one.
Convenient. Everything's like, honestly, guys could order a pizza and a girl on the cell phone, and they'll be at their doorstep. So it's like, a lot of times the bar is so low, it's like, there's a technique called spray and pray. Have you heard of that from guys?
No.
Yeah, it's literally, you just say, hey, to 1,000 girls, and out of those 1,000 girls, you'll probably get a handful.
Or none.
Or none. Sorry. Yeah, just depending on what type of dude you are.
Okay, so you got that side, okay, and I get it. Totally understand what you're trying to, what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But then, like me, for example, if I see somebody I think is attractive, and obviously he's not with anybody, or at least that's what it looks like, I would confront him and be like, "Hi, how are you?" And like, I never get, she's a weirdo, or she's a, I do it all the time. I've done it so many, that's how I met my husband.
Okay, so then what was those responses?
Oh, well, all I said, we went to a party, and all I said, I went up to him, I'm like, what are you going to do, sit all day, or are you going to dance? And he got up, he's like, oh, and I said, yeah, you're just sitting here, like, it looks lame, get up and dance with me. And he danced. And then we had 3 kids later. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like that today. It's not. I don't know. For me,
first of all,
I'm not trying. Like I said,
first of all, we're 40 plus. It's a different world, different generation, different mindset, different everything. So yeah, it's like our times were it was back in the 90s or 2000s. Yeah, those times aren't the way it is now. The cell phones and the social media. So that's a big factor. Society has
we didn't have
changed.
Cell phones, huh?
Well, we had them, but they were like little frickin' what do you call it? Wait for weekends or wait for after 9 p.m. free phone call cell phones. There was no data.
Damn, that was back in the 1900s, bro. Damn.
Yeah, 20th century. Now we're living in the 21st.
Oh my God. Well, I guess. You know what? Also, it could be. I don't really. I haven't done that. What I said that women should do or men should do. It's because you don't know if they're married. Because you're right. Like, we're 40. Like, how do I not know that you have like 10 kids at home with your wife?
If you had a video camera, you would see me. And you would see this little guy on the ring finger. That's how you could tell.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't wear it, Jesse.
Oh, those are the ones that are trying to be low-key, trying to, do a little sneaky leak.
Yeah.
But no, I wear mine with with pride and just, that's the banner. It's kind of like, hey, look, sorry, I got a brand. And it's funny too, like I take it off and then you could see the meat around the ring finger is just all like melted. It's just been squeezed all the life out of this little finger just for it being too tight.
Oh, okay. Oh, and how did you meet your wife?
Mutual friends. And we just kind of just ran into each other, and then I was like, hey, I remember you. Once I became single again, I was like, hey, I remember you. Like, how are you doing? Do you want to go on a date with me? That was the direct approach. And actually, I'm lying.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on. It wasn't technically, hey, I want to go on a date with you. It was like, hey, let's hang out. So I did try like, hey, what's up? Kind of, you try to throw like you're like, okay, what type of person are you? Are you the ones ready to go? Or are you the ones like, no, let's take our time and go on a date type? So I was like, hey, let's hang out. I don't know you, you don't know me, but let's hang out. I said, oh, I'm having a party. You should come visit me. And then we talked, and, I was like trying to go for a goodnight kiss. Like, nope. I was like, okay. He's like, you're going to have to take me on a date. And I was like, oh, okay. And then definitely took her on a date, and just 17 years later, here we are.
Aw, and a baby.
I know, just last year.
Oh, congratulations. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the game that men should have. Like, that's how you're going to get.
Well, what do they say? The good ones are taken?
Yeah, but sometimes the good ones were taken, but the woman didn't appreciate it. So that's why Mama's here.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
They slowly get beat down. Like I said, it just takes one bitch to turn a guy into an asshole, and it only takes one asshole to turn a girl into a bitch. And it's a vicious cycle. We just got
Have you heard the one where it says men are liars and women are something else, and that's why men cheat and women wear makeup? Oh, yeah. Men are liars and women are liars, too. I don't know. Something like that.
Well,
that's why men
cheat
and women wear makeup. Something like that.
Yeah, they have a lot of good catchphrases nowadays, which people need to understand the words of wisdom that people... Like those corny or cliche phrases I always say, they're corny and cliche for a reason because they've been around for so long. It's like, yeah. But those are the words that really keep, like, the test of time. They get cemented in time because those ones make the most sense. It's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason.
Okay. You're very wise, Jesse.
I'm pretty full of one-liners.
Oh, do you practice them?
I mean, this is why I do a podcast. I try to fucking put it out there to, don't be stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think a little wiser, even smart people.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I've met a lot of smart people, and I've been guilty of this too. I consider myself pretty smart. But sometimes you get those blinders, you can't see anything but tunnel vision. And then when you only see tunnel vision, it's like you're not going to see the shit coming from the left or the right because you're going to get blindsided.
Oh, so wise.
I'm trying to teach everyone, it's like, think a little outside the box.
Yeah. Wait, well, there was something I was going to say. I completely forgot. Oh, okay. In regards to people being smart, I've met geniuses. They're like, look, I'm going to put them out there. My little brother, okay, the smartest kid I've ever met, known. And I also know the guy I was dating is super smart. Felt kind of dumb around him, but it was still a good time. But like, you can be as smart as hell, but if you lack common sense, then you're a fucking idiot. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So.
Common sense isn't so common.
No, you could be dumb as fuck and have more common sense than genius.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense. But, whatever.
I know.
It is what it is.
Well, it's just, it goes right back to what I was saying. Just people get so tunnel vision. It's like you can't see the full picture, or you're too focused on the little picture.
Yeah, like the guy I was dating, he was in the military, and I have 3 kids. Yes, okay. Everybody's like, oh my god. And
how old are they, by the way?
They're all 4, 8, and 11.
Oh.
And it's hard to meet out people out there and be like, oh, she's got baby daddy issues. I don't. There's none. I'm good. But what's it called? What was I saying? Sorry.
I don't know.
You asked me how you asked me what my kids' ages are. But anyway, he was in the military, and it's okay. He walked in and to my house, and I'm a clean person, so I mop the floor, and I'm a very simple person because all I do is work and come home, cook, whatever. I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I'm a hard worker. I'm a single mom, and my son, he had met my kids already, so my son had all these Hot Wheels. And he threw them on the floor. Like, he has a bucket. He threw it on the floor. And he was playing with them. And he's like, are you going to pick those up? Mm-hmm. And I said, no, my son is playing with this stuff. Oh, Jasmine, you're just so unorganized. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, the point is that he was all about, like, he didn't see the bigger picture. Like, oh, my kid is playing. I'm making dinner. Like, we're having a good time. We're going to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Where he was just focused on little stupid shit. Like, what did he say? He's like, you don't have any more water. Where's your water? And I'm like, well, if you open my fridge, I have those, what is it, Brink? Yeah. And he's like, oh. Like, I don't know, it just really, really
well, it sounds like he's very judgy.
Yeah, very judgy. Yeah, very.
He's gonna have his little comments and just like, hey, like, what about this? Or, oh my goodness, like, you don't always have to speak on your opinion about everything, because not everything's perfect to your liking.
Yeah, he said, you're not the kind of woman I thought you were, and I'm like, oh, what kind of woman is that? He's like a mom, a wife, a woman, like, I'm like, do you want to fucking Betty Crocker? Because I work my ass off and I make fucking more than you would ever make without a degree. So, what? Bitch ass? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it just sounds like he's probably not the right fit.
Oh, but he was so hot. Oh, he was so hot, though. Oh, my God. And that brain of his.
That's what I mean about blinders. People overlook flags. Because they focus on the ones, they focus on just what's in front of them. Because why do you think magicians had a pretty assistant?
Oh.
Really think about that. Like, oh my God, like, people just don't realize it. Just don't.
Well, not to mention he was also a fucking millionaire, so that was fun.
I know, but you can't. Money doesn't change you from being an asshole.
It really
anything, it turns you more into an asshole. It just amplifies who the real you is.
You know what he said too? Because we still talk. You know what he said? He said, "Watch," because he got this huge fucking settlement, huge, like, oh my God. And he's like, "Oh, you're gonna change now." And I'm like, I'm going to be the same. You're going to change. And lo and behold, I get a text last night. Hey, what are you doing? I'm at Buffalo Bills. I'm hanging out with the homies. And I'm like, and sending me pictures of him and girls. And I'm like, oh, great. Have fun. Like, the fuck? I don't know. It doesn't hurt me any because I still hang out with him. But, it's just. Red flags are all over the place. I think that's I only stayed with the red flag because it was fun. And, like, I got something out of it, too. So, yeah. I'm a masochist. What can I do? What are you going to do?
I guess, hey, whatever gets your chalies off. Whatever you like. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever, I get it. So,
I think it's just I'm not used. Well, I've been with nothing but dick and assholes, seriously. So I mean, and I never was a bitch to create an asshole. You would think like, oh, what the fuck did you do, Jasmine? I really didn't do that. I think I was just nice, but now I'm at my villain stage, kind of, but still nice. I'm at my party stage. Not a hoe. I don't want to be a hoe. I don't want to be a hoe. No, there's so much shit out there. I'm good. No.
Yeah, you just got to be careful out there because you might come across the wrong person.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get herpes. The fuck?
Well, you said it. I didn't. I wasn't gonna go there and
put a visual I mean, if you have it,
idea in my audience that's listening.
Sorry. Look, you guys are all fucking thinking it. Shut the hell up, okay? Because we all have that one friend that wasn't careful, sat on that dirty toilet.
It's not even that. You just go out there and say hi, and then you just notice a big ass cold sore. I was like, ooh.
Did you know out of the 42 years of life, I'll be 43 this year, I'm not going to fucking jinx it because it's not going to happen. I've never, ever had a fucking cold sore. Ever. Never. Gonna put it out there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I get grossed out by that. So those are kind of my
fucking
things.
Gross. Who's gonna? And then I went to a party like recently actually, and this bitch had a huge fucking cold sore. Like, what are you doing? Why are you out? The makeup isn't gonna. The makeup ain't helping it, bro.
Anyways,
what the fuck?
How about we just get off the cold sore topics and herpes topics? So I mean, let's talk about now. What have you been up to besides going through your splits and going through your dating and going through your man bashing stage?
Man bashing. I'm not man bashing. I love dick. I love men. I can't do women. There's no way. There's a lot of great men out there. Fucking lot. But there's a lot of douchebags.
Back up for a sec. I mean, like,
women too. I'm just speaking about the other sex. I mean, women too. We're pretty. There's a lot of dickheads out there too that ghost you and shit. Like, don't flatter yourself, ho. You're not all that. I can get another. Yeah.
I know. I've noticed there's a lot of egos out there, and then there's a lot of bruised egos out there. And I feel like their anger, even with women too, sometimes they get slapped with reality. You know, you're going to realize, hey, you're going to have a lot of guys that want to hook up with you, but you're not going to have a lot of guys that want to be with you. I think that reality kind of hits a lot of women in the face, and same thing with guys. It's like you're going to realize that you're not going to have a lot of girls that want to be with you because you're, not as great as you think you are. You know, you got a lot of red flags.
Some fucking dumb-ass women, I'm guilty of it too. Some women love that bullshit, and I fucking can't stand it anymore. I'm done. Like, why? Why do you like that ego? Does it make it hotter? Does it make their dick look bigger? I don't get it, because it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't.
Well, I mean, again, there's the girls that are attracted to those red flags, just because, again, they could play the nurse, and I could fix him. A little project for them, like, he's this person, but I could turn him into this other person. Which really, people are just who they are. They have to come to their own conclusions, or they have to want to change for them. People can't make other people change.
I know. It's funny. I was listening to something the other day. I was reading something. Sorry, because I know how to read. So this girl was saying, this author was saying, that you could be with a man for fucking 100 years, and he was not 100 years, like let's say 10, and no marriage, no kids, no nothing, right? And then you break up with him, and then find out that this guy, like in 6 months, got married to the girl, okay? And then had like a family and shit. A man will only change if he wants to. Mm-hmm. And for the right person. If you're with this fucker and you think you're going to change him, no.
Yeah, it's the same concept of like, 500 Days of Summer. Have you ever seen that movie? You know, the guy's all in love with Zoe Deschanel, and you know, he's thinking about a serious relationship and marriage, and she's just like, no, let's not take things serious. And you know, as soon as they break up, she gets engaged. And,
I know, I saw that. That's what a bitch.
Yeah,
no,
and
sorry.
It's like she asked, like, you know, like why, you know, why not me, or I forget exactly. I'm probably butchering it, but
no. It's basically like, but it's so fucking sad how she invited him to the engagement party, and then they meet at like right next to Grand Central Market on 7th Street. Yeah, I remember. And then like she held his hand, and I guess that explained it, but it's sad.
Well,
Man, she was a bitch.
When he asked and she answered, it's like, you know, it's like one day I didn't feel this, but the next day I just didn't. And it's like that's the love that, you know, it wasn't him, because, you know, you can't force anyone to love you. You can't make things happen out of nothing. You know, it's like it has to be on their end. It's a two-way street. You know, you could do everything in the world on your end, but at the end of the day, it's a seesaw. You know, you have to push, they have to push. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So if they're not willing to push, then you're just going to be stuck in the ground or up in the air, whatever. Just,
yeah.
You know.
I get it. I just here to party. I'm kidding. I got all serious. I want to party.
No, I mean, live your life. Have fun. You know, it's like, I know it's crazy out there. I'll tell you that much right now. It's like that divorce rate's going up. The people's loneliness is going up. People are, you know, getting virtual girlfriends. They're getting, you know, pocket pussies. You know, those fleshlights. It's a sad world out there for certain people.
What is that? Pocket pussy? What's that? I'm so fucking old. What is that?
It's a fleshlight. It simulates, you know, like a fake vagina.
Oh, you mean like the rose? Like a man's not got it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't have one. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
No, that's for men. But yeah, I'm sure there's more toys for women as well too. That's what I'm saying. Like, everything's being artificial. Everything's being like replaced. So I don't know. Some guys just stop trying, or shit's just getting expensive. You know, that's probably why guys are like.
Putting some ideas in my head. I didn't even think about that shit. All I need is ice cream, a gay best friend, and a rose. Damn. Oh shit. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Well, I think for guys it's a little more simpler. They just think that same way. It's like, why am I going to have to spend all this money on a chance when I could just stay at home and just do it myself?
So my ex-husband used to say, well, my soon-to-be ex, I'm still married. He told me, he's like, you have a man mentality. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like, I'm more of a, I'm not a tomboy because I don't look like one. But I'm more like rough around the edges, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, where he wasn't. He was the dainty one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
Very
with any
dainty.
relationship, it's a balance. So you probably balanced each other out.
No, bro. No. I didn't want to be with no.
Well, what do they say? Opposites attract? That's true.
Bullshit.
You know, you got someone that's more outspoken, and then you got someone that's more conservative. You know, you got someone that's an introvert and someone that's an outrovert, you know?
But you have to like the person.
Oh.
You have to like the person. You can't be like, oh, opposites attract. You guys are together, and then like because I'm outspoken, all of a sudden I'm flirting with the world, or I'm like, you know, holding your hand and talking to somebody and asking him like, hey, do you know the time? Because like your dumbass phone died and we don't have a watch. Like that's what I'm talking. That shit's crazy. I don't know. You just have to like the person. You got to not love. You can love the person all fucking day. You got to like them and want to be around them.
Well, what's that other cliche they say? You got to have a foundation of friendship first.
Never heard of that one.
You got to have that foundation. You got to build it on those characteristics. Like, you have to have similar interests. You have to have good rapport. You gotta have just
good
like
customer service.
Like how you would with your friend. You're not super jealous of your friend if they go off to the market and you're wondering where the fuck are you going, you know?
Hell yeah, I am. The fuck, you didn't tell me you're going to the market, bitch. I wanted to get something. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm a Libra, bro. Yes, I am.
Oh my god, don't be one of those girls that brings up fucking horoscopes.
I want a man that is gonna tell me, okay, we're dating, I really like you, we're gonna be monogamous, and you cannot breathe anywhere next to another man. I'll be like, yes, daddy.
Nah, that's issues. That's red flag. See, you're just avoiding that shit. Who the fuck wants that? No.
Me, because even though to some people it's a red flag, it's a fucking turn on. Absolutely turn on.
You could keep those rules and boundaries in the bedroom, absolutely. But in a relationship, out in the real world, no, that creates problems and issues.
I mean, I think it's. I don't think he's being serious. I like a man that's confident like that. You know, and also confident where you're right, that they don't get jealous. They see me in a nice outfit and doesn't tell me put a jacket on. Like, who fucking does that?
I'll tell you, when insecurity is definitely a turn off. And that's what insecure people do. They'll be like, no,
I
this
don't.
Or that or this, or try laying out ground rules like you can't do this, blah, blah, blah. That's just my opinion, my point of view, my perspective.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think it's just natural for me because I'm a fucking Libra, but I do
my God,
have.
Stop with
but
this
wait,
Libra shit.
hold on. The assurance, though. Hold on. Okay, look. If you assured me, fucking, and gave me that confidence, I could do it myself. Yes, okay, fine. But if you're with a man and he assures you that you're
doesn't need to be reassured.
You know what the fuck I mean, okay? I'm telling you, reassured or assured, because right?
No, I get.
You assure me the first time.
I know. They don't need to reassure you or assure you. Just to, again, reassure is just to assure again.
Yeah, again and again and again. So I want to be assured.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. You
Right.
gotta have that just foundation where you trust.
No, that's not what I mean. Okay, if the man makes me feel like I'm his number one, and when I see him talking to women, I will be okay with that. I would be like, because I know daddy's coming home with me and mama's going to take care of you. And because I know he wants me and he reassured me the first time he assured me. Get it? Now, if you're going to be...
Here's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like you shouldn't be reassured with words. You should know the actions and the connection.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's what I mean. That's what I mean, too. I'm not just saying words. But, if you treat me like I'm your number one and you respect me and and then I know daddy's coming home with me, and then we're good. Yeah. Sorry. But that's what I'm talking about. It's okay. Like that's where ego comes in, where the man's like, I shouldn't have fucking tell her anything. No, like what the fuck? Yes, you do. You want this shit want this mouth where you want it? Yes, you need to do that.
I think for a lot of people, they don't communicate enough. They don't tell the person what they need on their end. They're like, oh, they should know me. They should already know how I am or who I am. It's like, no, you got to talk to them. Guys especially. Guys are like, hey, you didn't tell me. You didn't talk to me. Because we're not fucking mind readers. There's always this miscommunication or misinterpretations that would just be solved if you were just honest. But it seems some people are just afraid to have these honest conversations. Even
not
when
all
it's
the time.
Not all the time?
No, that's baloney. No, because obviously I'm outspoken. So with my ex-husband, and it didn't get annoying because I wasn't. But I would sit down with him and I'd be like, hey, like, we're not getting along, and obviously we're fighting too much. And I told him, I said, hey, let's take a vacation. Let's do something because I don't want to hate you and I don't want you to hate me. I don't want to get divorced. I didn't want to get divorced. And then I told him, I go, look, I'm literally begging you to fucking text me a hello or good morning or hey, how are you? Like, I called him every fucking day after work 'cause that's what he wanted to see. And because I wanted to just tell him, like, hey, I'm on my way home. I'm going to make dinner, da-da-da. He's like, okay. But not one fucking day did I get a text like, hey, babe, how are you? I had to make him. So I sat down with him and I said, hey, I'm going to tell you again. It's not hard to say, hey, bitch, how the fuck are you? Something, I don't care. Anything but respect me. Like, that part was a joke. But that's how bad I wanted it. And he's like, okay, I don't know why I have to do that. We're married. Like, come on.
Well, here's the thing. Men are creatures of habit, a routine. So if it wasn't like that from the beginning and you didn't have that from the jump, then yeah, it's like you tell people how to treat you by being okay with how they've been treating you.
No, he did do it in the jump. He did do it in the jump. He did. It was a text here and there. Like, even like, I didn't care if you didn't. I didn't care if he didn't text me like a million times, but he'd text me like, hey, how are you? Or hey, babe, how are the kids? But then all of a sudden, that shit fucking stopped. And I'm like, this bitch ass isn't that stupid to cheat on me, because I was pretty toxica. There's no way, you know. He knew I'd be on 2020. So I was like, what's going on? But then he did admit to me after, now that we're separated, he's like, I just needed space. I just needed time. Like, I just wanted to blah, 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 be free. And I'm like, you wanted to be free and married? The fuck is wrong with you? Okay, all right, well, then maybe it's a good thing I did ask for the divorce. Maybe it's a good thing I did do what I did, and for other reasons, too. Because I don't think any other woman would have fucking stayed with this animal. So I'm just saying, communication can be good, but it all depends on that fucker. If either one of these bastards, if they want to listen or not. And that goes for the woman, too.
Well, again, you got to find your partner, your rapport, your friend. Have that foundation, friendship. You have to like each other. You have to have similar likes, and then you just build on that. If you start building on fucking wet sand or mud, it's gonna sink slowly but surely. You have to keep working like a house or a lawn. You have to water it. You have to, paint it. You have to take care of things. You have to keep and be self-aware and not be so selfish. And I get it, life happens, kids happen, marriage happens, distractions, assholes in the world like to fucking be assholes in the world. But at the end of the day, you have to be a united little unit and talk and conversate and be on the same page and be self-aware,
Yeah,
Those
you know
are my
what?
words.
Speaking about likes, shout out to the girls out there that don't like fucking hikes, because I'm tired of that shit. What's up with you men liking hikes? I don't want to hike, bro. My fucking back hurts, and I'm not trying to sweat.
A, it's
Seriously.
good exercise. B, it's fresh air. And C, it's just a man thing to do.
I know a good exercise that we can do rather than fucking hiking. I'm not gonna hike with your ass. I'm sorry. I'm not kidding, especially in Riverside. Hell no. Do you know how many times I've been attacked by a rattlesnake? I'm not trying to do all that. No, unless I have a fucking muscly man that can carry me up, but I can easily go down. We're good. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should get out of my shell, right? Maybe I'm missing something.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another cliche for you. Life starts outside your comfort zone.
I guess.
Really
Because yesterday I went to Fashion Nova and I've never fucking dressed like that. I'm like Morrissey grandma. I'm like those dark fucking trench coat kind of chick. But yesterday I went to Fashion Nova and it was in black. And let me just tell you, my comfort zone has been raped. Seriously.
Then do it. Yeah, I mean that's where you got to keep pushing outside your comfort zone.
I just like leaving shit to imagination. Like, I know that sounds lame, but I guess ever since I've seen this Jenny Jones, you guys know what I'm talking about out there.
Unless
Jenny Jones
they're our age,
episode.
probably not.
Yeah, no, they're like, Jenny Jones, what's that? Just kidding.
Jenny Jones
What
was
is
over
that?
2 decades ago.
Caso Cerrado. No, that's not a talk show. Anyways, there was a girl where she was like dressed super skanky. Okay, like, what's skanky? You guys fucking know what that is. Don't act dumb. Don't be like, oh, you're judging women. No, she dressed like. Did the kids still say skank? Okay. Anyways, she was dressed very provocatively. Okay, and this girl told her, a lot of men don't like that. They want shit into the imagination. Like, they want to imagine what you look like, not what you're showing the world.
Let's pull back a little bit. Not all men are the same, and not all women are the same. Again, different strokes for different folks. So, yeah, some dudes love a conservative, buttoned-up girl. Some guys like, see a little skin on their woman, Just that.
All right. I'm going to hoe it up now. I'm kidding.
Hey, go spread your wings or whatever else and go ahead and fly.
No. Oh my God. I might sound like I'm like a good time, but I'm telling you, I'm not shy.
For a good time, call 323
548. No, I was kidding. No, I seriously, like, I might sound fun and joking and stuff like that, but I'm pretty conservative, and I like a good time. I'm not gonna just open my legs to you and be like, hey, what's going on? You gotta buy me dinner first, bro. I have boundaries. And it has to be a good dinner, and you gotta pick me up. And you gotta bring me fucking flowers because I'm gonna be 43, not fucking 25. I don't want money.
Well, I think nowadays it's like.
No, I want money.
Everything's so expensive. And sometimes I think that's probably why another guy's like, oh, why don't guys like to go on dates? And I'm more like, well, they're not looking to spend all this money on a possibility.
Wait, expensive? Hold on. Expensive? Bro, to take a girl out to lunch and fucking pack her a lunch and take her on a picnic and fucking pick some flowers, that's not expensive. Now you're talking about like other girls that want to go to like other than Cheesecake Factory. Well, I mean, is that the kind of girl you want to be with anyways? Just because she likes lots of money, is that the kind of girl you want? I mean, fuck, I love money, but I have money. I could take care of myself, but I mean, it's the thought that fucking counts. See, that's the problem. A lot of men think, and I know you're like some girls, like you say how you say some guys.
Some guys. Let's keep it that way.
Because let's keep it that way.
Not all guys, not all girls
are because you said it was expensive and that, some girls out there like, yeah, but some girls don't care.
But let's pull back on not even dating, just expensive period out there. Shit don't go what it used to go. It's like $100 is the new 20. Just put it that way.
I don't know. Maybe because I have money. I don't really think about that. I don't know. I mean, I don't mean to sound like, oh, it's because I have money. I'm just saying, like,
well, so do I. I'm trying to tell you, either way, perspective-wise, everything's just gone up. It ain't what it used to be. A $5 combo, there is no $5 combos.
Yes, there is. Wendy's has a $5 combo. You get a burger, 4-piece chicken nugget, a drink.
Damn, then I need to go to Wendy's more often.
Yeah, you do need to go to Wendy's. See, that's what I'm saying.
My heart,
Groupon,
my cholesterol, no.
They have salads. Groupon, you can Groupon, you can, I mean, I'm not saying you need to be a cheapskate, but at the same time, like, I mean, if you really like the person.
Well, here's my point, I guess what I was going at. It's more convenient now for guys to just, hey, you want to just come over? I'll quote-unquote cook for you, rather than like, oh, let's go spend money and go out here, there, and this and that. And then you already got them back at your place. So half the battle's already done.
Yeah, but
that's pretty much
But you
it.
kind of got some girls, Jesse. Not all girls.
I know. No,
That's
that's why I
some
said
girls,
some.
and that's
But that's what I'm trying to say. For the guys that do that, they do that for that specific reason because that's
kind
their
of sounded
strategy.
like a statement, though. Like, oh, well, you're
No.
going out and you're doing this because sometimes you don't. I mean, if you're good to me and you showed me that you
Mm.
wanted to spoil me, like, yeah, I'm gonna spoil you back, of course.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, the
I'm
good
gonna,
ones are
but
worth it. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely.
yeah,
But I'm saying for the guys that don't want to put the effort and have little effort, well, guess what? You'll probably end up with someone with little effort too. Someone that's just gonna take it easy and just, like, not put a lot of effort back into you. So as much effort as you put into them, they're gonna put the same energy back to you.
but then like the girls, I feel like the girls that do go, like if you're like, hey, come over, let's Netflix and chill. I'm pretty sure the girl's not stupid and she's trying to do something too. So,
Yeah. That's
yeah,
why I said you guys have to be on the same page. If that's the
yeah.
business, if that's the deal, if that's on the agenda, then great. Make your dick appointment, go, have your fun, but if you're looking
Get
for
that
something,
coochie clean. Got it. I know.
but if you're wanting something meaningful, yeah, you put effort. You go fucking do a picnic on the mountaintop. You want to put out that energy, but if you don't receive that energy in return or that same vibe, then they're probably not for you. And don't get distracted by, a pretty face and avoid the red flags. Always be self-aware.
Wait, what? Say the last part. I lost
What?
you.
I know.
Say
You're
that last
probably
part.
distracted. I
No, no,
don't
no.
even know
Tell
what I
me.
said.
Tell
No,
me
I'm
that
just
last part.
saying
Seriously,
that
my phone was beeping. It went beep beep. I was like, oh my god, my hose
I
calling.
honestly don't even remember. I just was saying about putting the same energy that the other person's going to put in. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, people with any relationship, not just, a romantic relationship, just any relationships. You talk about friends and family. You have to put the same energy out as you want back in. You can't, take and expect to, you know, get the same return.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I, I, I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I can't have that. I can't have that kind of energy, that other energy, the hoe energy, because for some reason they get clingy or they want a relationship, and I'm like, bro, I was just trying to have fun. Like that's all I was doing. So I can't fall into that anymore. I can't do it. So I'm just gonna,
Choose
hang
wisely.
out. Choose wisely, and yeah, I'm worth it. So if you need to wait, then you're gonna wait. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. How many minutes do I have left? Are we done? Because I have one more question for you.
There's no time limit.
Oh, okay. What do you think makes a lasting relationship work other than communication?
Just what I've been saying, a foundation of friendship.
Okay.
Not taking each other so serious, having humor in your relationship, being able to laugh, because when you're able to laugh and enjoy a good joke together or have little inside jokes, that's what makes it happen. That's again, just like with friendship, you don't take it too serious.
Okay.
It's life shouldn't be so serious. I know life is serious, when you have to deal with bills and debt and death in the families or other people that are struggling around you. You have to be united. Just like with anything, like friends and family, like those relationships. Those are strong for those reasons. Just look at those examples and then just copy, like with anything.
For me, I think it's being able to apologize when you fuck up. But you shouldn't fuck up anyways. It shouldn't have had. Yes, swallow your pride.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking get rid of your ego, and I swear to you, your life will be so much fucking better.
And I think a lot of people are very stubborn, very prideful, and I think that is a big thing. Like I said, with any relationship, You know, if you have the humility and being humble to do that, then you're good. You're golden.
To me, it's like, run after her, bro. Like, for me, that's how I feel. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't have to run after her. But if you fucked up so bad,
that's a good
and
question.
she walked,
like, why are you running in the first place?
Hold on. I know, but no. For example.
Oh, like
I've
seen those type of people that is very dramatic. It's just like,
no.
I'm gonna go and create a scene, or like, like.
Can I just
go
listen?
Ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Look, a lot of us women watch those fucking crazy romantic movies, right? Where the man fucking like. No, where the man, like, for example, even Pretty Woman, when fucking Richard Gere goes up those steps and, like, and gives her the roses and fucking treats her like a princess. What's wrong with that? If you fucked up so bad, why can't you just apologize and run after her? Or fucking knock on her door and be like, hey, I'm sorry I was a dick. Like, same for a woman. I get it, because I do that. Like, if I know I fucked up, I would be the first one to call you and be like, hey, I know you're mad. I'm going to leave this message. Like, come on. That's me. But that's the energy I want back, too. And I think
that's
that...
somebody that has good integrity and good values. Because I'll give you an example. I just yelled at my client, like, 2 days ago. Well, ex-client.
What a dick.
But he caught me on a frustrating day, and pretty much after it happened, I knew I fucked up. I'm like, all right, that's not me. I'm just angry or upset over something else. And it has nothing to do with them. I messaged them and told them, hey, look, I'm sorry. We're under an emergency thing over here, and I apologize. That's still no excuse, because people shouldn't act that way, because I know I don't like it. So I apologize right away. And even after I text them that, we had a video conference meeting, and it was still like, I reiterated that. I said, you know what? I'm sorry again. That's still no excuse. I gave my reasons why I lost, my temper, but that's still no excuse. And, just wanted to say I'm sorry. That right there, I know that's me, because that shows integrity. And that's not who I am. I don't get angry. I pride myself just to be better, because it's easy to get angry. It's easy to be like, well, fuck you too, and take it out on somebody. But it's not their fault that you're dealing with something else. So
yeah, you use more energy to get upset than to be happy. Like, it takes more energy out of you to be an angry person than happy. Than being happy. I learned that one because I was always upset. But
yeah, we gotta learn how to channel those angers.
Yeah.
That's why I think you mentioned something before, right? You do yoga now?
Yeah, I do yoga. I do wall yoga.
Well,
Pilates, swap. Yeah, I like to meditate. I've been doing a lot of that, a lot. I've been listening to a lot of, like, I've been doing affirmations before fucking affirmations were even a thing today. I've been doing that shit since, like, high school, bro.
So what do you mean by affirmations?
Like, giving myself confidence, looking at myself in the mirror and say, okay, you've got this. Like, saying positive shit, like lucky girl syndrome, like being like, I'm the luckiest fucking bitch in the world. Sometimes I wouldn't do it, and then, like, I'd kind of fall down into, like, this depression. But
I know sometimes we can be our own worst enemy.
Oh, we're our worst critics. Yeah, we're fucking. And so what I'm doing now, especially at this age, I've been doing it, but when I met my husband, it was just like out the door. You kind of, and I don't mean to bash him, but he's an asshole. But
pardon my French. I don't mean to be an asshole, but you're an asshole.
He's a dickhead. Like, he's a fucking monster. He's a little bitch that loves his mommy and became a fucking Jehovah's Witness all of a sudden. But anyways,
tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, because he really doesn't want to fucking celebrate holidays or pay shit. Fucking piece of fuck. Sorry. I'm a single mom doing it all on my own, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bitter. But, sorry. Oh, hey, can you pay the $20 fucking Spectrum bill? I can't right now, Jasmine. I have a 2-bedroom, and I never see my kids, so fuck you. I'm okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know how
Sorry.
it goes.
Wait, let's rewind really quick, okay? In regards to, in regards to the running after you. Just hear me out, okay?
Go for it.
The reason I brought that part up is because the guy I was dating, that was one of the main reasons why I can't be with him. Because, well, there's other reasons too. But one of the reasons was, it was the deal breaker, right? The fucking one thing that just fucked everything up was when he said, I run after no bitch. I was like, what? But he didn't say I was the bitch. He just said, I run after no bitch. Because we got into an argument one time, and he was just really being very fucking judgmental, and I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, we were having a great fucking time. Huh?
Red flag.
Yeah, right. But that's exactly, like, we were having a good time. We were watching Godless. I was laying with him. My ass was right on his back, like, stomach. Like, we were good. We were having a good time.
So then
he said something. He said something really fucked up. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember that it was pretty bad, and it hurt my feelings. And nothing like, oh, you smell, or oh, you look ugly. Nothing like that. He said something about.
What?
Dude, what was it?
What was it? Since
I said, hey, touch my feet, like, because we were playing footsies and watching TV. And he goes, because I had just massaged him. I just massaged his whole body. I gave him a foot massage, like, we were having a good time. And I go, well, I want a massage. Rub my feet with your feet, something like that, or something. I forget. And then he said, well, if you don't like it, you can leave. And I said, are you fucking serious? Like, I turned around, like, are you for real? You're joking, right? And he goes, no. You complain way too much, and it's like you do things because you want things done back for you. That's wrong. And I said, dude, what's wrong with that? I don't expect anything back. No. I just asked you if you could touch my feet. Like, why are you being a dick? And then I got frustrated, and I go, you know what? If you want me to leave, if you're gonna act like that and be this rude, if you don't want me to be here, I can go. He's like, go then, leave. I don't care. You're not doing me any favors. I was like, wow. All right, well, I'm leaving. I'll see you later. He's like, don't let the door hit you. I'm like, okay. But, like, that's a terrible example. But he was like, and then in the end, like, right when I was about to leave, he's like, don't go. Like, seriously. Like, why are you acting dumb? Like, stop.
Well, so then he did chase you. He did stop you.
Kind of. I thought that.
Well, there you go.
Then, like, but he never.
Never.
No, see, you're not getting it. I'm trying to explain it to you. It's just like, it's like, you know how I told you that, you even told you.
You said that, chase you, right? And he chased you. He stopped you. The dick move would have been not to stop you at all.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, that was a terrible example because he did stop me there. But there are times when he just, like, that ego, that pride. You know how you said you went off on your friend and you're like, fuck it, he deserved it. Who gives a shit? Like, that's his attitude. Like, hey, if you don't like it.
I never said that he deserves it or anything like that.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. He thinks that. That's his mentality. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Red flag. All right, fine. I need to stop talking about him. It's just that D was so good. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't. I was like, no, I wish I had a reason why I stayed for a while, but there really isn't, so it's okay. So, is this a child show? Because if it is, I am so sorry.
No, it's not. It's an open, honest conversation, just about anything. Like I said, a lot of people want to vent out their frustrations. That's what it's here for. I'm just here just to have a conversation too.
Yeah, just putting it out there. If there are women out there, even men, but mostly women.
But yeah, it seems like a lot of red flags. Just my opinion.
Yeah, but
and
I'm
a lot
of
control, anger issues, like, hey, it's my way or the highway type of shit.
No, as soon as you see those red flags, honey, and it's a red flag that you can't fucking control or that you don't think he'll ever get over, like in regards to a man beating you or hitting you, don't fucking deal with that. Don't let anybody judge you if you have or if you do go through that. That's all I gotta say. That's another thing too. It's terrible because you tell a person your story, like, oh, this happened, and then they're like, well, that's your fault. You fucking stayed with him, or that's,
wow.
It's like, really, bro?
The victim blame
really?
part, yeah, that's kind of a dick move on whoever says that shit.
Yeah,
it's
a lot of
like,
people say
the girl that gets sexually assaulted, and well, what were you wearing, kind of shit. Like, dude, like, really? Like,
oh my God, I told him that shit. I told him about a story when I was like in my 20s when I moved out here to LA. It was a fucking hot ass rockabilly guy that I met, and he's like, "Oh, I'll drive you home," and I said, "Okay." And as a sign of kindness, I said, "Hey," he's like, "I need to use the restroom." I said, "Okay." Long story short, it was bad. And so he asked me, he's like, "Hey, have you ever been in a situation?" I don't even know how it came up, and I'm like, "I actually was." And I told him, and he's like, "Well, you're the dumb fuck that let him go inside the house and let him use the restroom. Well, what the fuck were you wearing?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like
yeah, it's
I
another
thought
red
that was
flag.
normal.
Again, it's perspective.
So many.
And opinions.
So many red flags.
Yeah, that's kind of a dick move. Like, how are you gonna see it from that point of view?
Yeah, I don't want to be with any dicks anymore. I'm like, it used to be a turn on. Now it's like.
Yeah, but girls don't like the nice guy.
Yeah, we do. When you're fucking tired of the dick face, you do.
I know. Here's the thing. I think people just overcorrect. So they've been too much on the opposite side of the spectrum with assholes and dicks and people with red flags, and they just go extreme. And then they just play it safe with some square guy or just some steady nerd. But I don't know. Maybe life has its way of auto-correcting. Go ahead.
This is kind of random. I don't even know if it has anything to do with what we're talking about. But I'm on TikTok now, right? I'm like, I see shit, and I'm always on Instagram, but I just started this TikTok about a year and a half ago. But I really never got in. Anyways, I noticed like men talking about toxicas, and
they're out there.
Wait, hold on. I know I used to be one of them, but
well, that's
I'm not
something nice to be proud of.
Hold on, I'm not toxica where like it's a cute toxica. It's not supposed to upset you, and if it does, then I back off. Like, be flattered if I'm over here saying like, why didn't you answer the phone? What's going on? I'm not really mad. I'm fucking with you. I'm joking. It's a joke, like.
I don't think that's toxic.
No, I think it's cute. I think you should be flattered. I think you should be like, oh, fuck, my bitch loves me, or oh my gosh, she wants my booty. Have you
ever? People kind of say passive-aggressive things jokingly. But in reality, like, that's how they really feel. So it's like, oh, what? I was just kidding. I was just joking.
They did do a scientific fact. There is a scientific fact out there that every joke has a lot of truth to it. I know that.
So,
but I'm trying to say it's not truthful. What I'm saying is I'm not like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why didn't you answer the phone, you fuckhead? Like, that's not how I mean it. I'm like, babe, why didn't you answer the phone?
Well, even when you say fucked up shit in a cute joke, it's still fucked up shit. So I'm not trying to say your shit's fucked up. I'm not trying to say your shit's fucked up. But I'm just saying, for those guys or girls that are out there that do that kind of thing, that say those things in a joking manner or in a passive aggressive manner, it's like, yeah, it's kind of.
But wait. But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is, why is it that when I watch on TikTok, is it like fantasy? Is it just for show? Because these guys are like, oh my God, I love the toxicas. I give a fuck of where I'm at.
Yeah, that's a joke.
I love the toxicas.
They say that shit just to.
Are you sure? Because.
Just to be a joke. Unless there's guys that are also, again, masochists themselves. That like, the pain, the sadness, the hurt.
I like control. I want to be able to be with somebody that can check me, but at the same time respect me. And
you're probably not going to get that. That's an oxymoron type there. That's kind of like, you got to check me, but also respect me. No, Guys that do that.
No, not check me in a
you.
disrespectful way.
No,
That's
no,
not
no.
what I mean.
But I'm just saying, usually most guys, and I've come across a lot of assholes myself with work, construction period and whatever. Yeah, guys that usually have like that aggressive control type issue probably aren't respecting your opinion or probably don't consider you on equal footing. Just saying.
Yeah, but I still want it. I just want the respect with it. And if I can't have it, then I don't want you.
They don't exist.
They don't. You're nothing to me.
They don't exist. That's a unicorn, a leprechaun.
Yeah. Okay, why not? The fuck? Why can't I believe in Santa Claus? Why? What? He's out there.
Yeah, people believe in fantasies and tales all the time. So
there's people out there that believe in cults. My ex does. There you go.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the JW community that have respect for people, by the way. I'm just talking about this one.
Oh, like I was saying, you're going to find toxic people in any corner of the world, whether they're part of a religious organization or they're just casual, people walking down the street. You're going to find them in every... That's why I said the world's just full of them. Just don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution.
If you guys out there like a Libra...
Oh, my God, again with this stuff.
Wait, what the fuck? When's your birthday?
I have a cringe about people that bring up their horoscopes and just say, "Oh, it's okay, I'm just a Leo."
No, dude, no, Jesse, listen,
sorry,
listen,
like it's just so
listen,
cringy.
Linda, listen.
Okay,
fucking no joke.
Go ahead.
I don't give a shit about any other sign. I'm telling you, whatever stereotype or fucking bullshit shit you've heard about a Libra is 100% fucking true. The general, okay? Like you're like, oh, that's not me. Oh, that's not me. That's bullshit. No, the moon doesn't align to fucking Mercury. Whatever. I'm telling you right now, with every Libra I have met and me, we are all the same. Like some of us are quiet, some of us are outgoing. Now, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
I'm still cringing on the inside, by the way. I have a fucking thing about horoscopes. Wait,
when's your birthday?
No, we're not doing this.
I already know. I think you're
not
you're
doing
like a Gemini or some
cringe.
shit.
No, I'm not a Gemini. Trust me.
When's your birthday, though? I just want to know.
I'm an Aries. I'm April 6th. And
I love Aries. You guys are fucking controlling as hell.
But I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You
control this whole fucking conversation, Jesse. Yes, you are.
No. I've listened. I've shut the fuck up when I needed to shut the fuck up.
See, that's an Aries.
I'm like, here, talk.
Aries are fucking awesome.
No, I'm just trying to tell you right now, I just cringe at horoscopes because no way the stars, the moons, or anything are going to decide who you are as a person.
No, dude. It said, I'm a rooster.
Your environment does. Nature, nurture, all that stuff. Those are the combinations that make you who you are, not the stars and the moons.
That's what you would say. Okay.
Logically,
that's what an Aries would totally fucking say.
Because I believe in
science.
Totally
what a fucking Aries would say, bro.
Because I believe in science.
I believe in science.
Why you have to judge me?
I
don't understand why you always judging me.
You judge. That's an Aries thing to say.
I'm quoting Nacho Libre, by the way.
I know. Horoscopes are so cringe.
Well, I try to let it pass. The first couple times you brought it up, but I just
Says the guy that fucking knows his sign.
Don't.
Says the guy that knows his sign. Okay.
Oh, I know my sign, yes, because it's been shoved down your face every time someone reads a newspaper or brings it up or talks about it.
So if you heard it so many times, then what the hell's wrong with it?
It's
like saying the sky's blue, and then you're like over here saying, no, it's not. It's translucent from the prisms of all the glass on the earth. Relax.
It's all
okay.
Perspective, right? You could believe in whatever you want to believe. You could look at it from every angle, and you want to believe on that side of the angle. Cool. Hey, more power to you. But on my point of view, how I'm seeing it, I'm just like, it's a cringe.
No, because then it's like, okay, the ocean is blue. No, it's not. It's from
in other words, you're lumping up
everything.
people born around the same time. You're lumping them all in one group.
Because it's all fucking true.
You're telling them they're all the same. You have no individuality. Your personalities are basically similar. You got issues, or you got anger issues, or you got this issue. It's like, no, it's like, just let people be people. Not everyone's exactly the same based on this or that and this. That's what I'm saying. We're generalizing a lot when we're talking about women and men, but really it's on both sides. It's all across the board. There's no boxes people are. You can't just dump them in one box, because people are always changing, evolving. You're not the same person you were 20 years. If you are, then you just wasted 20 years.
You're right. You're right, wise one.
I am.
But I'm still a Libra.
Cringe.
I'm still a Libra. There's a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarius, a fucking snake.
I'm hearing a joke, right? Like, the three wise men go into a bar. What?
Okay, yeah, okay. 3 Libras walk into a bar.
Okay, let's lean into this Libra thing. Tell me, what is a Libra?
Jealous, sensitive, loving, caring, gives a fuck. We'll call you. We'll go to your house and take you fucking a Gatorade. If you're sick with the flu, hold your fucking head if you're vomiting. We'll embarrass the shit out of you, but embarrass yourself in front of you too.
So
that's it.
You've met every Libra to be...
Yes, I have in the whole fucking world.
An extrovert?
Yeah.
Very outgoing?
Very.
Sounds like it.
They might be an introvert for the first 10 minutes. But then it's party time. Just kidding. But then if you get to know her or him and we're comfortable, we're besties, dude. We're besties for life.
Everyone.
No.
I think you're just generalizing. People put a lot of, vague descriptions, and then that totally makes me. That's who I am. I'm a forgetful Freddy. I do find myself in this manner. It's
I lose my keys all the time.
Yeah.
I seriously put it in my hands and they're fucking lost. You want something lost? Give it to me. I'm a Libra.
I think people generalize them. That's what they think they are in that horoscope sign.
No, dude. No. Look, do a vote. Libras are talkative, sensitive, fucking throw stones on glass houses. Trust me, we do. We can't take it, but we can dish it. No, I mean, maybe not all of us, but like everything generally, what I just said, I want you to put it out there. I want you to ask your people out there if it's true about us. Oh, and we're fucking undecisive. That is a number one. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what race you are. If you're a fucking Libra,
I think a lot of people are undecisive.
Shit. No. Capricorns are fucking...
A lot of people are indecisive. Especially when it comes to big decisions. Even little decisions. Like, should I get this coffee or that coffee? So again, you're just generalizing a lot of things.
No, bullshit, because I'm undecisive, but I'm pretty sure of what I want, when I want it. So...
It's a little
people hate me because...
There.
People hate me. People don't like... I try my best not to do it, especially on a first date, because I'm not, I can't do that. But let's say we go out, okay, and you bring me my order wrong. After, it took me a while to decide what the hell I wanted and how I wanted it. And then you bring me raw meats, and you bring me a cold baked potato. What the fuck is this? No, I'm pretty sure of myself. A lot of women aren't like that. I'm not a Karen, but I know what I want when I want it. Huh?
But would you be the person to complain and say, hey, this is undercooked, cold, and my wrong order?
Not like that, because I'm not trying to get my shit
No, I'm not saying in that aggressive manner, but would you?
This is me. Hi, I'm so sorry to do this, but I wanted well done or medium rare. This is really red. Is there any way that it can get cooked, please? I just really want to enjoy it. Oh yeah, sweetie, no problem. I'll go get it. Yeah. Now, if he's a dick and he responds to me like, it is, then I know you're gonna shit on my plate, and I'm like, it's okay. I just won't eat. I'll just have the drink.
All
no
right.
more drinks after this, by the way, because I don't know what he's gonna put in there.
So, question for you. What was I going to ask? Oh, yeah. I always ask this for all my guests because we all went through that year nobody wants to talk about. But 2020, COVID, I mean, I kind of just asked this of everyone. How did it affect you?
Best year of my life.
Best
fucking year of my life. Best fucking year of my life. And my marriage is fucking spectacular. Sex was great all the time. I had a baby. I communicated with my partner. It was like all the stress that we had with the world was gone because it was just us. And
it's funny you say that.
It shouldn't have been like that. It shouldn't have been. And I know, look, you're asking me how it was for me. I know how it was for a lot of other people. It fucking sucked. And
that's what
there's a lot of divorces, of death, and all that. But
go ahead.
Not for me. For me, it wasn't like that. It was so opposite. There was a closer union with me and my kids and with my husband. And the thing is that I've always been like this, COVID or not, where it's like, you know, I always communicated with him, and I always try to make my kids feel special and him, and, you know, made him my number one because he was my man. But he didn't. But when COVID hit and he was home with me, it was like we weren't annoyed of each other. We didn't stress about anything. You know, we weren't resentful about shit. We spent so much time together that you would think that we would fucking be killing each other, but we didn't. You know, and to me it was the greatest year of my life for me. But, you know, then 2021 came and it was back to work and back to fucking, I mean, not that work did it to us, but it did it to him. And, you know, he's stressed about everything, even though he didn't pay for everything. I paid, we were pretty much 50-50. But it was just, yeah. So yeah, that's my answer. It was a great year.
I mean,
I had
that
my
was a
kid.
Surprise. I was gonna say
I had
because. Go ahead.
I had my son the second day of the stay-at-home order, so I was already pregnant before COVID.
Okay, so 2019, you were been pregnant the whole time.
Yeah, and then March came, and March 16th was the stay-at-home order, and the 17th is when I had him.
Well,
and
I remember
then
it was the 11th because it was like, oh, 3/11, you know.
$100 right now, 316.
3/11.
316.
That's when I heard all the orders started coming in. Well, I think San Francisco was the first one that were like stay at home.
California stay at home order was 316.
It was San Francisco. I think it was the 11th because I remember
Southern California 316.
3/11.
316. Listen.
You want to Google it?
I know.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Google it.
A ver, Google. A ver qué dice.
Espérame. Ask for the gringos out there. I don't speak Spanish, so this is.
You don't speak Spanish?
Yes, sí hablo español, pero for the people out there that don't. 316. I remember because that was the day that kids weren't allowed to go to school, and LA County at least. And I had my son the next day, and that was. I'm gonna say 316. I want my $100 though.
Well, it says here March 19th, but I don't know. I think I remember hearing it.
See, no, you have to put state and home order 316.
Because they staggered it. It was kind of like, oh, you know, like I remember hearing it for the very first time, like was on the 11th, because that's when they canceled like the NBA season, the MLB season.
Okay, but when was the stay-at-home order? 316.
No, but I'm trying to say that's when they started locking things out. It started from there, and I remember San Francisco was actually one of the first cities. They're like, hey, you can't be outside. But according to this and governor mandate, it was home expected to engage all essential activities. This was on March 19th.
Bullshit.
That's what Google said, and we agreed to Google.
Oh, fuck you, Google. I'm sorry.
So see, that memory is in us.
We're both wrong there.
And that's okay. We could both be wrong.
Wait. But I win because I'm closer to the number. Oh, give me
a bullshit.
You're the rich one with like your 5 Teslas and shit. Just kidding. I live a rich life because I pay rent. Have you watched that Netflix show? It's
Which
fucking
one?
good, dude. My Rich Life or some shit. When the financial advisor goes and tells people like how to spend their money because they're too stupid to do it themselves.
Oh, okay. No, I think I've seen little episodes of it. Yeah.
There was a part where the guy goes, "I don't bash anybody that rents," and
Really?
I was like, "Why?" And he's like a millionaire, and he goes, "Because I want to live my rich life." And like everybody watching was probably questioning it, like, what do you mean? Because if you make a shitload of money and you have a house, and then all of a sudden, maybe not you, Jesse, we're not talking about you, okay? But let's say, like, you buy a house on a whim. Like, you're like, okay, I have the money, I'm going to buy the house, but you're dumb and you don't think about how much your mortgage is going to be and how much your fucking insurance is going to be and how much it's going to cost to fucking repair bullshit, especially if you have a man that don't know how to do it. Remember, we're not talking about you, Jesse. And especially if you're a single mother and you're like, fuck. Like, I have the money right now. I can go right now and put like $25,000 or $50,000 right now for a house and pay my mortgage. But I'll live comfortably, especially with the job I have, but will I be living a rich life? Will I travel to Bora Bora? Will I be able to go to Ecuador with my kids when I want? No. So I know another reason why people have homes is because, I want to leave something for my kids. That's great. Fine. Do that for you. But I only live once, and my kids are going to get the clothes they want, and the shit, they really don't want anything, seriously. They're not picky. But I'm just saying, I want to be able to spoil my kids and myself and be a little selfish and go out and go to dinner and do shit. But if I have a home and like, if I were married and he wants to do it, then of course I'm all in.
I get what you're saying, but here's how you're not breaking it down. And let me break it down for you. Because, yes, a home is what's called an asset, but it's also a liability. Because liability, A, you got to pay for the mortgage. B, you got to pay for homeowner's insurance. C, you got to pay for property tax. So all those things you have to pay for. Yeah, and plus utilities, etc. But that comes included whether you rent or not. So I guess my point is, you either, that's your primary residence and you live in it, and that's great. You live in it. You have somewhere to hang your hat. Or it's an investment property, which that's an asset. That's a revenue stream.
But I don't want to invest. Like, I don't want to invest. I don't want to raise.
That's
my
what
high
I'm
yield.
tell you. Explain
my
it.
high yield savings does that for me, and my CDs don't really do that for me. But my stocks do it for me. My high yield savings does it for me. I don't need a home to invest money. I know now. Like I said, if I was
not
married,
right now with 7% interest rate. And again, this is where we talk about boring adult stuff that really nobody wants to hear about. But yes.
What's a high yield loan? Or savings?
But
no,
us as adults, we can salivate that. We're like, ooh, shit, I got a fucking 2.9% interest rate. Like, yeah. But the reality is we're not going to see 2.9 for a very, very, very long time, if ever, if never.
It's every month I make like $2,000 extra. The hell are you talking about? Where are you putting your money at, bro?
I'm talking about interest rates. Okay. Where are you getting your interest rates? Unless you have a mortgage loan, then you probably, are not feeling it. Because right now, every interest rate right now is like 7%.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yo.
I just sold a home. In Riverside.
You sold?
And, yeah, I sold the home, my mom's home, and I got a shitload of money.
Why wouldn't you rent it?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you rent it?
Why would I? Oh, no, because it wasn't just my money. I had to split it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
well,
but
I just
anyways,
moved over here and I'm renting my house, which I've always given a lot of advice to people. Don't sell, rent, get that revenue stream, because I got in at the great time during that 2020, 2021 refinance area where it was down to 2.9. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's 2.9. You probably won't see that ever again.
Oh,
and
my
I
God.
super low
Shut
mortgage.
up.
Yeah, super low mortgage, and I could rent it for twice. Now it's like ridiculous. Like right now where I'm at, it's insane.
Yeah, not unless my millionaire buys me a house and I'd be like, yeah.
But hey, I mean,
I'm putting it out there in the universe. Anybody already have a house? I can clean.
We all have, financial advice, and sometimes like our parents and that generation before us didn't have the financial literacy to teach us, and we have to teach ourselves. We have to look for it.
All right. Well, okay. This was really fun.
I don't know. Where was the point you were getting at before?
I don't know. Anyway, I was just talking about this show. I was talking about how renting. Don't ever feel that if you're renting is a bad thing. It's not. Especially if you want. I mean, I get it. That's great. But we're talking about my situation. I'm a single mother. And I'm not saying all single mothers don't need a home. Like, if anything, they just did a study that it's more single mothers that are buying homes than fucking married couples, which is crazy, which is
actually
awesome.
What they said. It's funny because I saw the jokes on this too. Like, oh, more women are becoming homeowners. And then the jokes in the comments like, yeah, from the divorce.
Yeah, that's funny. yeah, that's funny. But
and
yeah, but no, but it's
true.
but what I'm trying to say is, like, more power to you. If that's what you want, fuck it. Like, go out there and live your life. But if you want to rent and fucking travel and buy them fucking those tissues and fucking spoil yourself and your kids, fucking why not, dude? Like, you only live once.
Make smart choices is at the end of the day. Make those wise choices. That's gonna.
Don't fucking put yourself in a situation where you're in fucking debt and then you want to just die. Don't do that.
Yep. Don't chain yourself to debt. Invest in yourself and get out of debt.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna wrap things up because I don't want to keep babbling too long, and I do gotta check on the baby.
I'm by myself. Thank you. But
this
I had fun.
Great. Yeah. This is great. We'll do it again, and this is the part of the show where I leave it to my guests to say their last final thoughts, comments, quotes, whatever you want to share with the audience that you want them to know, or just any words of wisdom. So I'm going to leave it up to you, and then take it from here.
Live your fucking life. If you're in your 20s and your 30s, take that fucking chance. You're not ugly. You're going to look at your fucking pictures from, like, back in the day and be like, God damn, I'm just fucking hot. Because you're hot now, and you're going to stay hot. And if there's any single men out there that want a good girl and they don't want to fucking text me at 2 a.m. saying they're horny, get at me. Just ask Jesse. That's it.
All right, with those wise words of wisdom being cemented in foreverness of podcasting, we're going to leave the audience, and we want to thank you guys for listening this long. Hope you guys had a good, entertaining laugh or joke about everything. It's been really fun. Jasmine, thank you for being part of the guest list. And
love a Libra.
Cringe. Sorry, just jokes.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys take care. Take it easy. And thanks for listening.
All right. Bye.